Oh man, the Rolling Stones are just it, you know. They're the greatest rock and roll band in the world.
Just wonder where the hell you are.
Yeah, I put a notice up on my bathroom mirror. It says Brussels Hilton, right? So when I wake up, I know that I'm in the Brussels Hilton.
But it's in the blood, you see. It all comes down to those 2 hours on stage. They're the reward.
To customs in London about a month or so ago, and this guy who was checking my bag, he says to me, yeah, didn't you used to be in that group? You used to be called the Rolling Stones.
I love playing the drums, and I love playing with the Rolling Stones. I mean, my wife always says I like them more than I do, which isn't true.
Becomes what you do on stage. Everything else is either building up to it or relaxing.
Another concert is over, and the Stones road crew pull out of Glasgow's Apollo Theatre at the start of their last British tour. In 4 hours, the stage is cleared, the theatre empty, and the circus rolls on. The Stones are asleep. 4 trucks and 30 tons of equipment are already on the road, heading for the next venue 300 miles away.
I've unloaded this. I have to go back and do a little job for Yes to trail us to the airport tomorrow, and then come back, pick this lot up, take it to Stafford, and then back to Earl's Court, and then I've got 3 dates in France for The Who, and then back to Earl's Court again, load out and over to The Hague.
You're not married by any chance, eh?
Used to be. Had to give it up.
When I first became a roadie, I was working for small-time bands, you know, and I just wanted to go on the road. It didn't matter who I worked for. I just wanted to leave town, and now my first tours with the Rolling Stones, I really enjoy it.
Guitarist Ronnie Wood joined the group last year. The other 4 Stones have worked together since the early 60s. Another ubiquitous newcomer is Keith Richards' 6-year-old son, Marlon. 2 American musicians, Billy Preston on keyboards and Ollie Brown on percussion, complete the Stones' musical lineup.
Evening, gentlemen, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, where's the loo?
Mick Jagger is the last to arrive.
Hello, mate.
What?
Something about the aura of Mick Jagger. People tend not to come up to him. Because I don't guess because he's Mick Jagger. There's a certain indescribable thing about him. People are timid. They just won't approach him. I've seen that with The Who. Crowds run up to Roger, but they'll come up to Mick Jagger and they'll stop. And they'll be undecided until, like, he'll indicate that it's okay, yeah, the other side, good. It's an interesting phenomenon.
As tension mounts in the auditorium, the Stones relax with their warm-up group, the Meters. In a makeshift tune-up room, Keith Richards and Ron Wood lock themselves away to complete the last of several pre-stage rituals.
Tune-up room session.
At long last, the Stones make their way to the stage to start yet another exhausting two-hour performance.
Tours are fun, you know, they're hard work, and because of the mixture of people thrown together, if they're good, a lot of people, they're fun. People, you never forget them, they're all sort of different.
Can't get your laundry done, you can't eat regularly, sleeping gets messed up, which ain't too bad, but I think eating is the worst, you know, to get a decent meal at 4 in the morning in England's impossible. You can do it in America, you can't do it in Europe, you know.
But the travel and so on doesn't bother you particularly?
Not really, no.
What about Astrid? Does she come around with you all the time?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't trust leaving her at home. And she wouldn't trust, you know, leaving me on tours.
We're very lucky, you know. I mean, we travel and can afford to stay in good places, you know. But, you know, I'm the sort of person that shuts the door all the time. When it shuts and you're on your own, man, that drives me crazy.
Of 50, 60 people and hotels every night, airfares, you know. You can't make money in Europe, you know.
So what's the purpose of doing the tour?
I got fed up of gardening.
I first played with the Stones on an American TV show, Shindig. It was produced by Jack Good, yay. And they came and they were doing a show with Howlin' Wolf.
What year was that?
That was about 65 or 66.
So now, 10 years on, what's changed about their music, first of all? Anything?
Not anything. Not a thing has changed, really.
Their old fans, and they progress, and the fans drop off, and they get no new ones, and so eventually the band has got no supporters. With us, we just seem to be picking up new fans every year, and it's great.
Some parts of America there'll be one kind, some parts of Europe there'll be all boys, some parts there won't be. Some parts they'll be very young, some parts they'll be quite old. Some of them times they'll be very mixed up, just rather like this would be. But you'll see everyone, you know. When I was here, I saw Elton John and David Bowie this week, and they were, you know, some very, very young kids, and there was grandfathers taking their 3-year-old grandsons along, I mean, and everything in between, you know.
So the age group just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. My mum would be a fan soon, you know.
I mean, they don't usually sit down. I mean, most of the kids
No, they stand up the whole time from start to finish.
But, I mean, you know, but they've been very good, you know. Nearly all boys, you know.
This is called Fritz Braids. I got it done in California, Red Fox hairstyle, a young lady by the name of Natalie. She does my hair, it takes 4 hours.
It's just that being a Rolling Stone, you know, like when we were stopped for speeding in Arkansas, Keith and I, and a security man and a friend, the judge of that particular area in Arkansas, he went completely spare on the phone. We found he had a little stash of whiskey down his sock, and he was gradually getting more and more soused till he got onto the press all over the world. He was saying, yes, we got Rolling Stone on drugs charge, yeah, well, the Paris Chronicle and the New Zealand Times, yeah. He was loving it, you know. Eventually had to be carried out by his brother, who was the only one who could remove him.
And still the circus rolls on. Another day, another venue.
How
many people here actually work for you?
We're about 20. Lighting crew, PA crew, and truck drivers. I think it's 23 altogether. Production people.
Well, roughly, what do they earn, these people?
Not very much, actually. They get about 80 quid a week, but it's not enough, really. You know.
Why do they do it if it's not enough?
Because they don't want to be bank clerks, I suppose, or cameramen.
Whilst football absorbs the backstage crowd, out front the rush has already begun for the best seats.
But we're betting on the correct scores, and it's on a first come, first served basis. But what I will give you this little bit of information that everyone, half of them are Americans and they don't anything. They're all betting on Munich winning, right? And like if it's St Etienne, no one's betting on St Etienne winning 1-0.
Well, I don't think make any of it. We're going to go tomorrow, aren't we?
Red socks. Oh, red shoes we got? No.
Well, I'm on the train. I'll go on the train.
I'm not going on the train, Charlie. You going on the train?
Yeah. If I can get on it. If not,
They won't let you on it.
Everything is done for him. He's completely pampered. It's like Elizabeth Taylor's. Nothing, mate.
American Dry Ice. Yeah.
I wouldn't ask, but I...
What's American Dry?
Ginger.
So it goes with it.
Let's have a look when you're at more.
Of course it goes.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about what you've got on underneath now.
Well, that doesn't go. What's the
Well, you're going
alternative?
to take that off anyway.
Very shortly.
Scotland win, we want the result up on stage. If we don't, we don't want it.
This is a bit small, isn't it?
So put it on your foot and do it.
She says. Cost thousands of dollars, mate. These shoes are soaking wet.
Surely he gave you the other pair.
Get the jewellery out. I ain't carrot diamond, mate. Everyone a Maserati.
He's very gentle. He's very easygoing. He knows what he's talking about. And so there's no difficulty in communicating. It's very nice, actually. I mean, I was given sort of lots of warnings. I had lots of different friends sort of said, oh, you know, you're going to have a dreadful time and it's going to be awful. And I was influenced a little bit by what they were thinking, and I haven't found that at all, actually.
Well, when you say what they were thinking, what sort of horrors were they giving you?
Like, oh, the Rolling Stones, you know, oh, you're going to be late every night, you know, you're going to really have, like, dope thrown up your nose and everywhere and all that sort of thing. But they're human beings, right? And so am I, and it's not like that at all. I mean, I don't have to do anything, right? I'm saying that I don't. Shit.
What?
I knew this wasn't a good idea.
While interested in the football game, Bianca Jagger opens the champagne to celebrate her 5th wedding anniversary to Michael Philip Jagger.
Quite the on-the-road look, you know. Whether it appears I've got 6 months to live or not, who knows? 6 months is a long time. I should be so lucky.
Well, you know, Howlin' Wolf died on stage the other week, didn't he? Or just after he came off. That's the way I like to think we would do it too.
It must be fair, just to do it every night, you've got to be in pretty good condition, you know. I mean, to go from 3 or 4 months in the studio and living at home, and then leaping on stage out of nowhere and just doing it. If you weren't in good shape, you wouldn't make it, no way. You know, I've never had to worry about my body. I've been used to punishing it and then been able to take it.
You don't ever look forward to the day when you won't be on the road and you just have time to do anything else you may want?
We could all do that now. Nobody has to do it, you know. Except as a band you have to do it. If you want to keep the band together, you have to go on the road, you have to play. A band isn't a band in the proper sense of the word. It doesn't play in front of people. Some nights it's tough, sometimes it's easy, you know. Some nights it's a perfect temperature in the hall, and you come off with a little patch under the arm, you know.
It's always been hot. It's sort of part of rock and roll to sweat it all out, isn't it?
How long does it take you to recover at the end of the show?
Well, it takes physically about 10 minutes, I suppose, and then mentally about 4 hours.
Well, I'm talking about killing yourself with dope.
With dope? Well, I wish there was some around, man. You'd never get high around then.
Those things that look like joints on stage are only there to fool the public, but they really are joints.
Multivitamin. Salt tablet. And the boy's ready to go.
And much of the attention that's focused on the Stones has nothing to do with music at all. Jagger is a star, and would be, whether he's a musician, you know, a gymnast, a soccer player, you know. I mean, he really is like what is looking at a legend. Well, basically, I mean, we have to give all the money to the revenue, bless them. I mean, they should really be promoting the tour.
Say that again?
They should be promoting the tour. I mean, they're doing very well out of it. I can look you in the eye and tell you that.
You could look me in the eye and tell me anything. Are you doing very well out of it?
Me?
Yeah, what's in it for you?
It's a living, that's all.
Well, hang on, I saw you arrive in a Bentley this afternoon. What kind of a living is that?
It was an old one.
Why do you keep on doing it?
A stupid question.
Well, give me a sensible answer. Then.
Why should I to a stupid question?
No. I mean, a lot of it may sound a stupid question, but to a lot of people,
it is a stupid question, and I'm fed up with being asked it. I mean, it's idiotic. It's like, why do you do what you're doing? Why is this man
it's a job? It's a
why
job
is this guy putting that stage? You think it's a job? Because those guys, they really enjoy it, believe it or not.
Right, and you really enjoy it.
That's why we do it.
Yeah, right.
If you don't enjoy your job, why don't you get another one? You said it's just a job to me. It's not a job to us. It's a life.